be sound. Okay, people.
What's that?
Welcome to Michael Bay's Dora the Explorer.
Yeah, that's funny.
I'm Will, and this is my buddy,
Calum.
Dickhead McGee.
Otherwise,
and today
known
we're
as
playing
Dickhead McGee.
Rise of the Tomb Raider. Is that its technical name?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. And that was a bit of a joke, but I mean, Michael Bay is is producing Dora the Explorer.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that we've.
Yeah, they're doing a live action Dora the Explorer.
What? Luckily, I haven't actually seen any Dora the Explorer.
Yeah, well.
Well, it's gonna be annoying
Your
though. They're
kids
gonna
might.
have some little stuff Hollywood bent plan anyway.
Yeah, it's just gonna be stupid.
Maybe they just realised how much shitty drivel all the Transformers movies turned into and thought, hey, he does shitty drivel well. Let's give him some shitty drivel.
Yeah, but...
I haven't actually seen the latest one.
Yeah, I haven't seen the latest Transformers movie either, but I'm not...
I don't have high hopes.
No. No, I do not.
Not after 4?
Age of Extinction.
Was that what 4
I think... Was that Age of Extinction 4? Yeah, because the new one's the last night. Yeah.
Yeah,
Age of Extinction was a piece of
just
shit.
a shit pile. Like, the others, like, scraped through with being
Well, the first one was
entertaining. But, yeah, the first one was great. Second, yeah, they just started going downhill.
Yeah. I mean, I would say there was a boost in quality from the second one. Up into the third, like in the third game. I mean, the third movie.
Yeah.
But, like, at least the three of them were, like,
Yeah, the
you
production
could watch,
quality was alright, especially in the first 3.
but you could, like, watch them, though.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and if you sort of removed yourself a bit and didn't think too much, you could just watch.
Yeah, but then...
But then the fourth one
they
was
just chucked
shit.
in heaps of no-name fucking Transformers that were badly animated. Yeah.
It was more the actors that I had. They just had so many different actors that they were trying to give equal amounts of screen time to, and you're just like, I don't care. And then they gave the Doctor, the one that was scrapping all the Transformers time, and like sort of tried to redeem him. And you're like, you're pretty sure he just killed most of the Transformers.
Yeah. You motherfuckers. Anyway.
Yeah. But
Michael
anyway,
Bay, much better suited for Dora the Explorer.
yeah. Oh, no. I'm pretty sure that it will end up looking something like this. Lots of explosions and Dora running around killing.
Well, that might be worth watching.
Yeah. I mean, hell, it might actually... It won't be Dora the Explorer, though. Which is like...
Well, it has to be, though. It's the brand. It's a kid's
Yeah, I know.
brand.
But it won't be. Not if you got, like, Michael Bay directing it. And it's going to be live action with an adult Dora.
I think it's probably just punishment. They're probably like, oh, you fucked that up. Well...
You can
Now
have
you
this.
go to the Western Front, motherfucker. Like, this is the kind of jobs you're getting from now on.
Okay, well, we've only been playing this for, like, 10 minutes. Or something.
She does a lot of panting,
Yeah.
a lot of bing, a lot of coughing,
It's magical.
a lot of falling.
So we'll just see how we go.
Yeah.
And we don't really... Oh, yeah. I've got DLC. Because this is the 20-year anniversary edition.
Ooh.
But we'll just see how we go and see what happens. In the meantime, Kaylin will read a bunch of topics.
Ooh. What should we start with?
That Harvey Weinstein one probably wouldn't hurt,
Harvey.
considering playing as a female protagonist.
Where are you, Harvey? All the way down here.
Last I checked, he was in sex rehab,
Is he?
not detention. Yeah, because he's rich. He doesn't have to go to prison.
Where are you, Harvey? Oh, there he is. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is the details about his contract, wasn't it?
Yeah, which was messed up. Just a little bit fucked up.
Yeah, yeah. So the basic premise of this article was that
Would you say that tree was hardwood?
hard is a strange definition because by the definition of hardwood, balsa wood is hardwood, and it's not hard.
True.
It's something about the actual type of cell structure in the wood, and I can't remember exactly what it is.
I
But
do remember them mentioning something about it in the carpentry course.
yeah. So, yeah, it says Harvey Weinstein may have been fired illegally by the Weinstein Company because his contract states that if Weinstein treated someone improperly in violation of the company's code of conduct, he would be obligated to reimburse the Weinstein Company for settlements or judgments that would not be terminated. The contract also included structured penalties. Per the agreement, Weinstein will pay the company liquidated damages of $250,000 for the first such instance, $500,000 for the second such instance, $750,000 for the third, and $1 million for the fourth. Well, for each additional. Sorry.
I see. Oops.
Oh, you suck. Anyway, yeah. So basically, in his contract, it's tied into the fact that he's a fucking deviant, and that he can't be fired by being a deviant.
Yeah. He has to be arrested. Like, basically, he has to fuck up so bad that he gets arrested, and then they can sack him.
Yeah.
Not everybody finding out, like, has happened here. Like, it makes you wonder how old that clause is.
Yeah.
That hasn't taken social media and stuff into account.
Yeah.
Like, surely that would be one of the things is like, oh, well, if the news and everything has found out about it, and so everyone knows that you're a sexual deviant, but you haven't been arrested yet, you can't do anything about it?
Yeah. Like, it's not good business sense. Like, straight away, that's just dooming the business. Like, we're going to hire someone who is just fundamentally going to drag a company into the dirt.
Yeah, and just the fact that he couldn't help himself, like,
yeah.
Dude.
Didn't want to.
Yeah, I'm not saying that he's like, oh, poor dude, must have something wrong with him. He was just a prick. But at the same time, he's just like, oh yeah, it's just how much of an asshole that he's just like sort of, and where the fuck did that deer go?
No, they fucked off sharpish, bro, but then you were like smashing trees and shit in front of it, so what do you expect? They're well skittish. You actually have to behave properly, like we're tracking them.
I'm an owl.
This is a doughy bitch right there. Huh? Get it?
Damn you, tree. Nature, you've got in my way for the last time.
Spooty tree. Yeah. I think going for heart shots and stuff still count. So just behind the front leg.
Well, I got a headshot.
Did you?
Yes. So do I have a crouch button or something?
Yeah, you do. I can't remember what the fuck it is, but yes, you do. Is it? Yeah. Yeah.
No, that's dodge. Sort of.
There is like a get low and sneak thingy. Is it pressing one of the sticks?
No, because that's that, and the
other one's right, is it?
No, the other one's just not doing anything.
Mm.
Maybe I don't have that option yet.
No, I'm pretty sure you do. Anyway.
Oh, we'll just forage.
Forage.
I did find that, and that also shows just how much everyone knew about it, and everyone was just keeping quiet.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just deeply disturbed.
Oh, this guy's just going around raping people and sexually molesting all our actresses. But I mean, you know, he's a rich white man, so we'll just go along with it. Like, what does he do? What does he actually bring in? that someone else couldn't do?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think it's just another one of those CEO type people that just sit at their desk and get blowjobs and drink whiskey all day.
Yeah. Oh, back at the camp.
Well, I suppose they're a production company, so he probably, originally used to, be producer and shit like that. And yeah, they're basically a finance company, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they finance films.
Just got money.
Yeah.
Which I think was one of the reasons why Rose McGowan didn't go to the press originally, because her boyfriend at the time wanted a movie.
Yeah. Well,
And
that's how
like
he's
things-
maintained his leverage the whole time. It's like, you work again?
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker. Some kind of asshole.
And then he hasn't just gone to jail immediately,
Yeah, I suppose it's one the.
going into sex therapy and stuff, which he hasn't been taken seriously. He was allowed to have a mobile in it, and he hasn't been going any of the classes.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, I suppose it's one of those things with arresting him that it's all just, she said, he said stuff. There's no actual evidence.
No, except for the fact that everyone's like, this guy did it.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, it's easy to jump on the bandwagon. They haven't actually got, like, photo, video, or forensic evidence of him raping people. So, which is the problem with that kind of a system, is that it's always geared to the dude with the most money and shit.
Hmm. Well, that's just how the justice system works.
Yeah.
It's sort of... Just a pity that he didn't rape one recently.
He created it, which is obvious because it's the Weinstein Company. His brother and co-founder Bob Weinstein and the company's president David Glasser told employees they were shocked by the allegations and unaware of payments made to women who complained of sexual misconduct and sexual assault. Shortly afterwards, Bob Weinstein and 3 board members issued statements saying that new allegations had come as an utter surprise, and that any suggestions that the board had knowledge of this conduct is false. Why would you bother putting that clause in a
contract
if it wasn't known about?
That is
no one does that.
No, it is complete and utter bullshit, and no one believes that.
Yeah.
That is corporate backtracking, trying to distance yourself from the other dude. But you've got stuff in the contract, and he was exactly trying to hide it. He was just doing everything, and blatantly getting away with it because everyone was just not doing anything about it.
Just having a casual spit roast with his bro.
And you could just see it in his face. He just looks like a smug cunt.
Oh yeah. I've only seen the pictures, but yes.
Well, yeah, the pictures of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is a smug cunt.
Yeah.
Mongolian script.
You just get the mental image of fat, hairy, sweaty white men like that forcing themselves upon people. It's just horrifying. Not that it would make any better if he was good looking, but it just somehow
somehow worse.
Somehow worse when they fit that sort of physical stereotype of I'm ugly, but it doesn't matter because I'm rich.
Yeah, well, there's a whole heap of websites for that now.
Oh man, you've missed how many shots on that bird? Anyway. Pounded. Yeah, Weinstein. What a dick.
What is it? Oh, I lost my train of thought after I killed that pigeon.
Pretty sure it was guinea fowl. But anyway. No.
Just a pigeon.
Right.
They're all just different types of pigeons.
Hey, wait a fucking second. I thought they were ducks.
Oh, yes, that's it. They're all just ducks. Sorry. That was just a small duck. And this is related to a conversation we had in the car the other day that none of you were privy to, so... Sucks to be you. How do I keep turning around in circles?
Cause you shit.
It's all this white. It all looks the same.
Shit.
Damn crackers.
And there's no map.
Yeah, but I could be using that.
Yeah.
Going, oh, that big beacon in the sky.
And
That must be
mad
where I need to
little-
go.
You can hide in shrubbery, by the way, which is a good way of sneaking up and things. See, she crouches automatically.
No. Like,
But, yeah.
at the
Hang on.
start.
Yeah.
You gotta keep crouching, Lyra dear. See, I'm not used to the having to hold the arrow in. Because all the other games that I've played, you just have to... Well, I'm used to ammo, more to the point. I'm used
I
to
was
guns.
gonna say, because
Not-
every other game
yeah.
I played with bow, that's the...
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm used to playing with at the moment, I'm used to playing with like actual guns, so it's just sort of like
Trinity.
a hair trigger sort of
Oh
thing.
shit, son, get up the trees. They're coming for you. Fuck, it's like a fucking rat in a maze. Scrabbling at the walls. You just ran past a tree with a climbing thing on it. Right there. Standing next to it.
Oh yeah.
You're not up a tree anymore. What else?
Haha. Now I'm up the tree.
Mm.
Can I shoot from here? Yes.
Yeah. Oh, there's a shiny thing over there. Oh, that's it. Lie down. Wham!
See?
I think it's because he's got the low powered bow.
And again. Oh, dick.
Got to preempt where it's going. You're just like a steaming pile of shit, aren't you? Like, I have seen turds that shoot better.
Shut up.
And poor
What was
creature's
that?
been... It's some stash.
Right.
You got skins out of it, which is good for crafting.
Do it the
You
old
find
fashioned way.
maps and shit. Which tell you where stashes are.
Get back
Because
here,
you can
rabbit.
check the map.
How do I check the map?
Like, press one of the menu button things. Other
I
one.
don't know that one.
There you go.
Ah.
It
Can't
tells you where all the
expect
caves and shit are.
it. Oh yeah. Well, it helps for the game to be boring for us to talk over it. So at the moment, I'm just going to be hunting ducks and fairy ducks.
Fairy ducks, way you kick that up a notch. They're like quadrupedal ducks. Come here, you horny duck.
And all ducks are horny.
Stop ducking off.
Ducks are the Weinsteins of the wildlife.
I'm pretty sure there's worse than them, but like, aren't mandrills supposed to be insatiable rapists?
True. But then so are ducks.
Yeah, but the difference is it's not like a 70-kilo primate holding you down and viciously raping you whilst biting your neck.
That sounds terrifying.
You know that monkey that holds up Simba in Lion King?
Yeah, that's a mandrill.
Yeah.
I know.
Big scary motherfrackers with the big pointy ass teeth. And little rapey eyes. Man, you're like a deer herder. Maybe you can just run them down. Is that the one you shot? Maybe. Looks kind of wounded. definitely not happy. You got a knife or something? Oh, yeah, hitting it. Yeah.
There we go. Finally.
And you can go back up to the fire and craft shit too.
Oh yeah, true. At the moment, I'm enjoying hunting deers and other things. So,
Yeah.
anything more on that Weinstein?
Oh, no, that was basically it
Okay.
for that one. They were like, oh, wow, that's such a surprise, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's more to Weinstein stuff, but not so much. in
Yeah,
that
but we
article.
need to have a look at it. We just know that he's a prick.
Yeah, that article just focused on that clause.
Unfortunate for Ben Affleck.
Hey?
Well, Ben Affleck decided to put his 2 cents worth in, at which point Rose McGowan immediately went, "You knew about this already," and then a whole bunch of 2 allegations of Ben actually being quite sexually deviant came out afterwards.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, and same thing with, well, not same thing, but related with,
If you have
Kevin
any,
Spacey now as well.
yeah, Kevin Spacey coming out, which was a weird one where he's like, what did he do?
He supposedly forced himself, well, not even forced himself upon, just like sexually
Proposition?
assaulted a 14-year-old actor. So he was at his place drunk and he was sitting on the bed and he climbed on top of him and then the kid left. That's it. That's all that happened.
Okay.
Didn't actually have intercourse with him or anything, but it's apparently scarred him for life. And Kevin Spacey was like, well, I was drunk, I don't remember it, I apologise, basically.
And that's it.
But now people are like, well, there goes Kevin Spacey's career. I was like, well,
I'm pretty sure people have come back from worse.
but, you know. Well, what one lady was like, well, if he doesn't remember it, it probably means it wasn't the only one.
True.
Etc. 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 I was like, oh man, I like Kevin Spacey as an actor. It's quite.
And then he came out as gay afterwards, which is weird.
Yeah, I think that.
What a time
well,
to
a lot
do
of people
that.
were saying it was like and a lot of like people within the LGBT community were like, whoa, do not try and justify pedophilic actions by, you know.
Yeah, but saying
by
you're gay,
saying
that's not
you're
going to
gay.
help us.
Yeah,
This man does not speak for the rest of us.
yeah. So. No.
Controller's making weird.
Oh yeah, controller's got a like a squeaky thing going. Yeah, put some oil on it. Rub some lard in like we did back in the day. Except for that was with my armchair and my wife. What?
Oh, it's whatever works as lubricant.
Princes of Kiev.
Yeah, and it was. I mean, at least with Ben Affleck, he sort of had the backup of like the entire Warner Brothers and DC universe at the moment. They don't really want to lose their Batman. But when I first heard that, I was like, as upsetting as it is, because I'm sure there's like a lot of people. I mean, he didn't. The one girl that he did sort of like the interview that they did sort of show. One girl sort of didn't want it, and the other girl that he was doing it with was like, "Oh, it was fine. We were just fucking around."
Yeah.
So it's sort of interesting there.
Well, it's one of those things though that at so many of the Hollywood parties and shit where they are drunk and just being fuckwits. Like, honestly, you're there too. You're drunk and being a fuckwit as well. I know. It's kind of, it gets into a sticky situation, but at any point after the fact, it's so easy to go, oh, no, actually, I don't think I did like that. You know what I mean? Like, and Yeah. So unless you actively told him at the time, no, I don't like that. Oh, I think there's a bear.
Oh, what?
I think there's a bear down here, and I think it fucking eats your face.
I don't want to.
Like heaps of times. Like it just eats your face so much. Like repeatedly.
I don't want
Like I don't think you're quite comprehending how much face eating happens.
I don't hear. I thought it was going to be the wolves.
Yeah, there's them too.
Oh, wait. Oh, shit.
Bears just fuck you up. Just hands down. What you gotta do is get yourself some like mad
Oh, I'm being hunted by a furry Weinstein.
You didn't jump over the snowdrift, bro.
No, I just sort of ran through it.
Yeah. And now you will just eye up the log and jump. Yeah. And you will just relive.
Yeah, take that.
Yeah.
And that.
You need some poison arrows.
Yes. Boop you on the nose.
Someone asked you for
What am I doing?
I don't know, but I didn't give you an option. But see? Yep, told ya.
That was far more rapey that time.
It was a bit more rapey. Yeah, I suppose there's not so much face. Definitely heading.
Okay.
Ah, it gave you some options this time.
Oh, get fucked!
Ah, there's the face.
Get back into my thing.
I'm not gonna like judge you.
Oh, fuck.
Where's the face? As you could probably tell by how much I was warning you of the face eating, I too had some issues. Yeah!
There we go. Oh, what? Oh.
Yeah. Should have just jumped the first time. Oh, William. Ugh.
Lara, refusing to use the door again.
Daddy,
I see.
I'm sick of life and I'm going to die now.
This way, Dad.
Oh, wait, no. Never mind, you talked me out of it.
Talked her down.
Are you going on another adventure?
She climbed up though, that's like
My
way
greatest
more
one yet.
effort.
Well, I've decided that I should be.
Dad,
your
I'm sick of your sexual abuse. I'm going to jump out the window. Oh, okay, okay. You've got jelly.
Oh, but it's the profit, so.
But this business, it's too dangerous. Lara, listen. Someday.
As interesting as it is. Glowy stick coming out my ass.
Yeah. So the rapey Weinstein bear, Weinstein bear made her have flashbacks of her daddy. I think there's analysis here.
True.
Rapey Weinstein bear. I like it.
And this is how that name's going to be known now. It's just all that rapey Weinstein.
Yep. Which is a bit rough for his brother, because his name is Weinstein as well.
Yeah, we don't know how good.
Well, okay, yeah, yeah, that's right, that's true.
Needs some
I
kind
wonder
of
if he has any
baggage.
kids. Does he have a wife? Oh my god. Hope
Yeah,
not.
that poor woman.
Ugh.
And again, she could be like Hera,
Cold war installation.
Greek mythology, and just be a complete victim blamer.
Yeah, true.
Good enough.
Well, she's like holding him down.
This is your fault!
More Mongol ruins.
It's your fault my husband doesn't love
Looks
me.
like the path goes through. Got to get
Wow.
past that bear.
It's brutal.
Yeah, well, it's a shit world. Find a way to defeat the bear.
Can't just go to the press.
No, we have to
They
defeat
won't
the
believe
bear.
you.
I have to go back and assault the bear.
I would fucking love it if Weinstein just got shot in the face with a poison arrow. Eat some poisoned mushrooms, motherfucker.
Harvey Weinstein was later today
Chubby
found
furry son of a bitch.
shot to death like a porcupine.
those mushrooms.
Yeah.
full of poison arrows.
There's your mad poison shrooms.
I need more poison shrooms.
You totally do.
Weinstein's too fat.
Yep. You need to
Won't do
shroom it
much.
up.
I did think that I was worried for a minute there because I was excited about the Batman movie, and you know, I suppose if Ben Affleck had been an actual dickhead, instead of just sort of doing the wrong thing to a degree and just
By not telling people about the incident.
no, just just not doing the incident at the beginning.
Alright.
But obviously, he must have not realized that what he was doing was wrong or something. Or whatever. I'm not here to justify their actions.
Yeah.
But then maybe he's just used to fucking around with different people. Because, I mean, one of the with actually, sort of went into that whole behaviour.
Yeah.
And she actually came out and sort of defended him and was like, I was just fucking around. It's sort of a persona I put on. And he was like talking about stuff that Robin Williams did when, because she was French, he used to pretend to smoke a cigarette and put on a French accent when she interviewed him. Oh, I'm back here again. Son of a bitch.
Go find your shrooms. Go craft your arrows. That's why you're here. Circles your background so you can get stuff to craft your mad poison goodness, and then you have to kill that motherfucking bear.
I got a bush. No, I found a shrub too.
Those shrubs are great for dragging guys into and stabbing them. And choking them with your ice axe.
Oh, I saw 3 of the biggest dickheads today. I mean, not today, the other day. Like, they were just stereotypical skinheads.
Oh, nice.
Like, there was one obvious leader in the middle. There was one sort of more, or couldn't quite handle his alcohol as much as the other two. Being an idiot, and then there was the stereotypical silent one on the end,
I like it.
and then that was it. Like, you could see them out of a movie, and like the things that they were saying as they were walking past, I was just like, oh, you pieces of shit.
Were they actually like wearing Doc Martens and the rolled up jeans and going full romper stomper on this shit?
Not
Or-
quite. No, they were more stereotypical Aussie bogan,
Yeah.
but they, like, I think one of the sentences that one of them spoke was because. The far more tipsy one asked, I think, what's Presbyterian? And the middle one said something along the lines of, I don't know, I'll tell you what it's not, Catholic.
Wow.
And I was just like, I hate you immediately.
Yep.
And then there was
I think
some
there's
Asian...
wolves in that cave. You know.
No? Okay, well, I'm going to steer clear from that cave.
I think.
And then there's some poor Asian dude ran past, and he had headphones on, and you know that sort of bit where bogan dickheads are drunk and they say hi to you, and then if you don't say hi to them, somehow you're the asshole.
Yeah.
Then they started acting like dickheads and, like, I don't know, running up to him, and then started doing push-ups next to him as he was running past. But then they had to run again and do push-ups again, and they just looked like idiots.
Yeah.
They were just, that typical dude bro dickhead.
I do hate them.
But I don't think they sort of pestered him for too long.
Wow. Just classy. Just go Australia.
Because if they'd kept prepking on him, I would have had to have gone over there, and I hate that. But they didn't. So I was like, okay, I get to sit in my little bubble still.
You could have gone up there like Bernard Black, Blake. Which one of you motherfuckers wants to dance?
Like Luckily, I'm a bit more capable than Bernard Black.
Yeah, well.
Not against 3 of them, though.
Well, you'd like to hope that the little Asian dude would have helped you out.
I doubt it.
Probably would have just fucking
Run
run off. But, you know, if he gets into trouble, they'll take his visa.
True. Whereas I'll just...
Whereas you'll just be like, you know, whatever.
I beat the shit out of some skinheads, whatever. I mean, I probably could have just beat the shit out of the drunk one. And, like, knocked him on his ass and then run for it.
Always pick on the weakest in the pack.
Like, I don't know, kicked his knee in or something and then just broken out into a sprint to the doctor's office.
I'm just trying to find a mad article. Should I just pick one? Anyone?
Yeah, I
Anyone will
suppose. Just pick anyone at the moment. We're retreading old shit.
do? Crown accused of pokey tampering.
I thought that was a bit
I haven't read it yet. How?
the
all just
Crown.
fucking set
I
up.
think it was just the Crown Casino. And it was like it irritates me when I hear this because it's like we've known this for years. Pokies are assholes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we're pretty sure that the Crown casinos, which I think are owned by the Packers,
yeah.
were involved in setting up pokies so that you couldn't win or something.
Yeah, increasing the losses.
Yeah. At which point, if you didn't already know that, then you're an idiot.
While turning a blind eye to drug use and domestic violence. Why do they even add that? Like the pokie machines.
That's what
Straight
they do.
up. It's immoral to have them. Full stop.
Yes.
Why even mention that in anyway?
Oh, it's like it's somehow news.
Yeah.
Not like that people don't know that, you know, a lot of these casino places remove the windows so you can't tell how much time is passing and there's no clocks as well.
Yeah.
So you can't, and they've also upgraded it so you. I think they had to actually make a law, bring in a law that you can't use your credit card, because they implemented
Credit card.
that they could use
right.
credit card, and then immediately you're like, you know, you can't do that. People
Yeah.
are just gonna keep swiping it because you can't. The thing with credit cards is that you can't see how much money you're spending. You have to have the coins in your little bucket so you know how much you're spending. Because if the casinos had their way, they would have the whole thing set up in a direct debit so you couldn't tell how much money you were taking out of your bank account until it was declined.
It's fucked up. Damning video evidence from former employee whistleblowers was tabled in the House by independent MP Andrew Wilkie on Wednesday, accusing the casino of misconduct.
isn't a big fan of it.
Mr. Wilkie said under parliamentary privilege that while the allegations focused on Crown in Melbourne, they suggested a broader pattern of misbehaviour in the poker machine industry. Again, like... But how is it tampering if they're the ones that own the machines? It's the game that you're playing. Like, they are just shit. They always are, making a shit thing more shit. You know what I mean?
So they can get more money
It's still
from it.
shit.
I think I have used a pokie machine once. I put in $1 and I got $2.
Yeah, I think me and a mutual friend had $2 and we wanted to see how long it would last. Lasted for quite a while.
Yeah, I think that was what my and the girlfriend at the time did. We just wanted to see how it would go. And immediately we went, oh, cool, and then left. And I've never used them again.
I think after about 20 minutes we came out of it with $3 instead of $2. So we did actually win on that.
Make a net profit.
Yeah.
Get back here, bunny.
But that's where they hook you.
Yeah. The problem is that they prey on people with more addictive personalities than the two of us.
Yeah. Yeah. Blah blah. Whistleblowers accused Crown allowed to use the use of illicit drugs at the casino. Oh, okay. And covered up domestic violence that was disinterested in staff who gambled in that venue.
Wife coming along and saying,
Oh,
hey,
was
you're spending
this
all our
insane?
money, at which point the dude beats the shit out of the wife and then goes back to gambling.
Yeah. Yeah, and they didn't care about staff gambling. On top of that, they claim the casino.
Well, of course, they can pay the staff and then get the money back.
Yeah, exactly. They claim the casino avoids scrutiny by the money movement watchdog Austrac of people involved in transactions over 10,000 by tolerating and even encouraging the misuse of identity documents. If these allegations are true, the Crown would be facilitating money laundering for any number of nefarious reasons. Lie, tax, fraud, drug running, and even terrorism, Mr. Wilkie said. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. See, that, again, like you said, doesn't seem... That's not exactly shocking.
I included it because it's shit, and, anything to badmouth the Packers, even though, everyone knows they're assholes. But it's just, at the same time, it's poker machines, it's casinos, they're all shit.
Neo-Nazi leader quits movement. Yeah? No? Yes?
Nah, I mean, you have a little bit of a read, but I think I can't remember. I think I just.
Well, I'll read the headline. Neo-Nazi leader quits movement, calls racism rubbish, and reveals he is gay.
Yeah, that's
Jewish
why,
heritage.
that's why I shared it, because it tickled my fancy. That's why.
Yeah. I want to do some damage as well, not to ordinary people, but the people who are propagating this kind of rubbish. There's a little video.
It just sort of speaks to all of these neo-Nazi alt-right dickheads as being closet homosexuals that can't deal with their issues.
That would be quite a few, I should think.
They hate themselves because they like the dick.
Yeah.
And so they beat the shit out of people who have just come to terms with the fact that they like the dick and are happy people. Like, no, I don't like the dick, but I like the dick. But I keep saying it's not a choice. But I like the dick, so it must be a choice. Why can't I accept this? Kind of people that would have sex with you and then punch you in the back of the head and say, I'm not a faggot, and leave.
Yeah. Well, that's one of, most homosexual rape is conducted by heterosexual men. Yeah.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
It's like prison stuff. I don't know how long you'd have to be in prison, but no amount of prison would make me go, that man's ass is damn fine. I think I'd go for it. Because a man's ass always looks different to a woman's ass. No amount of femininity in a man will make his ass look any less man.
I don't know. Have you seen some of those Thai lady boys?
Yes. I mean, in the dark, a hole's a hole, but at the end of the day...
Still a boy. Yeah. Let's go flag bashing. Let's go fuck some faggots. Yeah, show them.
What was the phrase that I heard once? I think it was on Tuck and Dale or something. It's only gay if you take it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm fucking... You're sucking my dick. You make me sick.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. Yeah, that's... yeah. I'm not gay, you're sucking my dick. You make me sick. Yep, that's right.
just live in such a shit world.
This neo-Nazi dude was on Channel 4 News, and he explained he'd given up his violent past, which includes smashing a chair over someone's head, vandalizing a mosque, and being arrested for online hate race offences. He added that he did not have many friends at school and was looking for comradeship.
Funnily enough. That's how most of these people go.
His comments come as the
Disenfranchised assholes.
Home Office confirmed that there had been a rise in hate crime reports by almost a third in the 12 months following the Brexit referendum. The government has also been urged to launch an inquiry into far-right extremism in the armed forces after 4 soldiers were arrested for being alleged members of a banned neo-Nazi group called National Action. Mr. Wilshaw, who joined the
That's just all Brexit was. It's just all the conservative, racist dickheads going out and saying, "Oh, we shouldn't have to have all these foreigners here." I mean, if you don't watch it, it's going to be another fucking crystal knock in Britain, instead of Germany. Which, for people that don't know, which I read the other day, is after the name Von Ross comes to mind, but I don't think that's it. But some Jewish kid killed a German diplomat. At which point, all the conservative neo-Nazi Germans, which we would call alt-rights back in the day, went out and just destroyed thousands of Jewish shops.
Yeah.
And it was called Crystal Night, like the Night of Broken Glass.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember. Well, I don't remember that, but I remember. Yeah.
It was a terrible time growing up in Nazi Germany.
Well, it really depends on which side you're on. Yeah. So anyway,
Margaret Thatcher's Britain.
that just prattles on, but yeah.
And current post-Brexit Britain. And just the world in general. I mean, it's sort of lucky in that I was thinking this the other day, what would it take for, considering all the neo-Nazi and alt-right movements going on at the moment, how long it would take until something similar started to happen? Because we sort of look at One Nation now, and you're like, if they had a more charismatic leader and not some dozy bint, then they would be similar to the Nazi Party in Germany at the time.
Yeah. You love just fucking axing deer to death, don't you?
Yes. Because I am a secret serial killer.
Oh, I've heard that.
But we were sort of lucky that the Germans sort of got it out of the way. And so now we have a reference point.
Yeah.
So that you know that up until that point, even though we've had shit in the past, that's sort of the first one in sort of modern society that sort of brought it around. And so now we go, okay, you're getting a little Hitlerish there. Rein it back a bit.
Yeah, that's right. It sets the bar, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, sort of. Except for, in Africa, that shit happens all the fucking time. Just constantly ethnic cleansing and shit. Always happening. Yeah.
And a lot of this stuff, I was looking at it, because, people go, oh, the 90s were so great, but only if you're, in Australia, or Britain.
Yeah, exactly.
In a lot of...
white, at least middle class person in America,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, in our lifetime, it wasn't exactly great.
That's why Trump's whole statement of make America great again is just fucking retarded.
From when?
Yeah. In his mind, it's just that post-war period.
He doesn't even know what he means.
No. But that whole thing with him going on about the nukes, where the generals are saying, "Oh, it's great everybody's down. Our armory of nuclear weapons is right down, and so is everybody else's. And he was like, "What? Our armory of nuclear weapons is down? We should start a nuclear program right now. Build it back up." And they're like, "You are," and yeah. So his generals and stuff had to do some smart talking and go, "No, less weapons is good. We don't want more nukes."
I like the way you said that. It was like, no, less weapons is good. Bomby bad.
So, I can't remember the name of his. I think it's his like Secretary of State or something. It's the general. But yeah, some people.
Not Mike Pence.
No,
that's the dickhead.
But
I know.
He's like a really respected general within the U.S. military, and a lot of people were sort of thinking, "Oh, what the hell is he doing? Why is he? He's like, yes, he's on the right side, but he's not. He's not a Trump supporter per se. He doesn't share his values, and
he's like,
listening to an interview, and he was basically saying, well, yeah, he's in that position because they needed somebody of experience and of sense to take that role, because no one else in the cabinet is qualified. Otherwise you would just have some scary retard in charge of that shit, and you don't want that. Yeah.
And it also like you don't need any qualifications to be a minister or anything. You just come in, know nothing, and then tell everyone, "No, that's wrong."
Yeah.
At which point you're like, on what grounds?
Oh, that's so annoying with politicians. Like, no, global warming's not real.
Tony Abbott, because he is like the core problem in Australia. I blame him for a lot of things in politics at the moment.
Yeah.
You get a lot of the problem in politics we have at the moment can be traced back to Tony Abbott. Do I need to go back to the thing to craft the poison arrows?
Once you've made them, you don't. You can craft them on the run, but you do need, I think, to go back to the fire initially.
How do I get out of my cave?
Just run around until you find an entrance.
Ooh.
And a map.
The prophet and his followers have been.
But that was like what you were saying with Elon Musk, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of people were critical of him being on an advisory committee, and like they lost Tesla sales and stuff. But
he's like, that you need people to be telling these guys.
Yeah, because he's the only one on the committee that's got any kind of commitment to environment and technology.
Yeah.
Like,
if we don't do something, sometimes you got to play that role. You got to step into the.
Yeah, and he's a rich businessman, so Trump will listen to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're sounding a little bit puffy with your environmental talk, but you do make a lot of money, and you're white.
Yeah, and you got rockets.
Speaking of which, I want to upgrade our nukes.
Yeah. Yeah. I found there's that Woody Allen one that was related to the.
Oh yeah, we don't need to go into that. I just found it interesting that Woody Allen would at all put his 2 cents worth into the Harvey Weinstein case, considering his background.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and I think he's actually sympathising with Weinstein. I think he's saying, "Oh, this witch hunt."
Well, I haven't read it.
So sort of have a read of the article, just a quick scan.
Yeah, I'll give it a quick.
But I'm pretty sure that's the case, and people are like, "Oh, maybe someone who had a sexual affair with his teenage stepdaughter shouldn't probably talk too much about this." People in glass houses. No, got to make sure your house is clean before you complain about the person stinking of shit. It does. Yeah, I know what you mean about the politician thing irritating you. You have no qualifications in this outside of law, so the only thing you're good at is lying, And then you come along and then you tell, and the fact that people take what politicians say as fact, when most of them are accountants and lawyers, known liars, and then go, oh well, they're obviously speaking the truth. They know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, no, they don't.
Yeah. And there's like no scientists in cabinet.
No.
There's no artists or Yeah.
It's one of the things, like, even though quite a number of things that Kevin Rudd has done has annoyed me in terms of, like, sort of how he handled things. But, I mean, he is still a politician. But at the same time, he did come from a non-political background. You know, he was just sort of a farmer.
Yeah.
Or his parents were a farmer. Or his mum. Well, I think his mum was a nurse, actually. And he came from a dairy farm. But, like, he actually came from poverty. Whereas most politicians come from wealth. And they don't know what it's like to actually climb and have to struggle.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, there's a bit more of that changing these days, thankfully. It's slowly, but...
Yeah, but it's so irritating because I want it to be in my lifetime. To be now.
Yep.
But it's not. At least it'll be in your kid's lifetime.
Hopefully.
Maybe. Yeah.
They're slowly seeping in.
But maybe it's because people are realising, oh, we don't have to actually have any qualifications to do this. Just, you know, not dual citizenship. And apparently there's another dude who supposedly might have dual citizenship, which would make 8.
Fucking hell. Like, we might... Our government must just be a goddamn laughingstock for the whole world.
Yeah, I was watching
Our whole country is.
I was watching Mock the Week the other day, and an Australian was on it, and they made a quip to the host, Dara O'Brien, about something, and Dara O'Brien was like, that's funny. So, have you in Australia held on to a Prime Minister for more than a week?
Yeah, that's good.
At which point now we can't even say that. We're like, have you been able to hold on to a minister for more than a week?
Yeah. Fuck. Well. But, I mean, it's just
it is a stupid
retarded
rule, yeah.
rule that is
For
made for the White Australia policy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually.
Yeah, it's that old. Like it.
I know it's an old rule.
Yeah, and when you look at it, that is the only possible reason you can have for it.
Yeah, for a nation of multicultural immigrants, we're only like
is
most
to ensure
of us
that
have
the
only been
people that
here
are
for
leading,
200 years. Yeah,
yeah, that makes sure that the people that are running government are born
White.
and bred white guys,
or Aboriginal.
But the thing is like with Barnaby Joyce, you know, he's born in Australia. He's Australian.
Most of them were born in Australia.
Yeah, exactly. But they, like me, it's not even just the fact that you haven't, like, if you did have citizenship to another country and then renounced it, but it's also, but even if you haven't, if you just have the right to citizenship in that other country and haven't renounced that right.
Is it?
Yeah, it's just having the right to be a citizen.
Oh, that's it, like it is such a stupid and
yeah,
we are going to benefit from it probably because the government's going to go into disarray and they're just not going to have the majority anymore.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's
so that's
right.
going to help us, but at the same time, it's stupid. It is a stupid rule.
Yeah, it
Who
shouldn't
cares that a politician has dual citizenship?
Well, I wondered the other day, like if Labor and the Greens and stuff kind of orchestrated it.
They couldn't have.
Well, yes, they could have. They could have looked at how many people on the other side had citizenship and said,
"Yeah, but
we're going to take a couple of hits.
Oh, okay.
But they're going to go down too." You know what I mean?
Yeah, the problem is that the main dude that did it is Scott Ludlam, and he's sort of one of the most honourable politicians. And he just sort of doesn't sound
honourable politician?
Yeah, I know it's an oxymoron, but he is one of the most honourable politicians. I mean, honourable, it just means most honourable.
Yeah, but I still wouldn't.
It's like safest. The arse is the safest part of a lion, but you wouldn't want to stay there.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it occurred to me that it wouldn't be that, you know, when it comes to a game of numbers, you're like, yeah, we might couple, but
Yeah, it's sort of...
Because it was getting pretty desperate for Labour.
Well, maybe if they found a leader that wasn't a dickhead, didn't have the charisma of like a lobotomized sponge.
I was going to say a skid mark. But no.
Where's my poison arrows? Or is it not part of
should be
skill
able
points?
to. I thought it was a skill, but maybe it's a separate thing.
Well, I'm going to use this to get arrow retrieval.
Yeah, arrow retrieval. There should be weapons.
Oh, okay.
And then you can craft ammunition for it. I think is a. Okay.
Oh, cool.
No,
I can
maybe
switch
I'm
between
wrong.
all my jackets.
Yeah, so you can like wear a tank top in the freezing fucking cold. There we go. I think that this is where you can. I don't know.
I don't see no poison arrows. How the fuck am I supposed to kill the
what's the
Weinstein
left and
bear?
right bumper thing you do? You can only
Just
go
go
for
for
3. Oh, I can't remember. It's been ages.
Ooh, I wrapped the handle. I did like how in these types of games they do like actually customize the weapon as you upgrade it, so it like looks real cool and steampunky.
Does change it, yeah. Inventory. Yeah, ammunition.
yeah.
That's it. Haha. Not there.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
I don't know. Equipment. I can't remember. Maybe go back to the other menu.
No, fuck it, it's an hour. Who cares? So what was the to wrap up, Weinstein is an asshole. Maybe, you know, ask people before you do stuff. Don't just assume that it's going to be.
Yeah. That's what Woody Allen's point was, is that if it creates a witch hunt culture, that every wink in an office can be interpreted as sexual assault, which it can be, but like that is just a toxic culture that then almost that flips around and just starts a predatory sort of attack, like from the other side. Which
we'll get into that in a different video.
That's what that was saying. But anyway, yeah, he's a dick.
Politicians are
dicks.
assholes, racists, neo-Nazis, and all the rest of those dicks, and just ignore them.
And poker machines, just don't do it.
Yeah,
they're all shit. A lesson from Uncle Caleb.